From my Carolina home, had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there.
welcome to another Red's Homes and Collectibles live auction with Ed Marvin and Mr. Lodak.
Oops! Technical difficulties and difficulties. Sorry about that. That's a different intro for Mr. Lodak's and I's Reds Coins and Collectibles live auction coming up on the winter, and if Mr. Lodak's willing, I'll be having more. How are all of you doing? Right, Jern? Dope! Ellsworth Carl, mi bien amigo de Villa. ¿Cómo está usted? Bien. I'm having deja vu. David did that last week. John Nebo, how you doing? Hope you did good in the Carolinas. Chris, Yeti Mountain Trading, if you're still here, thanks for showing your love, brother. Then whom else is in here? Mr. Lodak, and if Damon, the West Coast Prospecting, is in here, it's good to see you, brother. And our guest, Jason A.U. Colorado tonight. Oh, they can't hear you yet, Jason, but you popped up in the room, so I thought I'd say something. But as you know, Jason A.U. Colorado is our guest tonight. But I want to greet everyone in the live chat. Chat starting off slow tonight. But I want to take this time before we get in with our guest to thank everyone over at Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music and Podcasts, along with Google Podcasts and others for listening to the replay of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. You could join us live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Eastern Savings Time, Eastern Time, whatever it is. I wish they'd stop that stuff. But hopefully we won't have many issues on Jason's end. It is what it is. Technology can't control everything. Mona, how are you doing? Good to see you, girl. But I'm going to throw out some questions to this young man, and we're going to get a little bit about his channel backstory and when he got bit by the gold bug and all that kinds of stuff we do here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live. So, to get this party started, pardon me, I'm gonna roll into the intro and we'll be right back.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night, Hangout Live. With your host, Ed Marvin. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a flash in your pan production.
All right, Jason. How are you doing, Jason?
Good. How's everyone tonight? I'm doing awesome.
I'm doing well, too. Thanks for joining me here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live. You've been a member of the Flash fam for years. You've been a channel member for years.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Of course. I'm just getting my phone up on the YouTube so I can see the chat here.
Mona says hi.
I'll do the best I can with what I have. I'll
Hey,
just say that.
that's all we can ask for, right?
Yep.
Brian Wilder, American Gold Prospectors. He'll be our guest next Tuesday. Hope all is well, Brian. I need to bring up another tab and get to my email. So
Yeah, I shared some stuff to Ed here. I've been working on it as the show's been started. Just a little bit of gold. One of my projects that took 3 years to finally get together. It sounds weird, but finally got it together and got it running. It's not perfect, but it's a project. That's what it's for. Keeps you busy.
well, keeps you busy, out of trouble. Okay, I got 2 emails from you with 3 pictures each. So later on, I don't see the gold porn addict in here yet, but he could be working late.
I'm working on it.
With vindiction or conviction?
Oh man, I got so many photos on my phone from just everything.
Hey,
Phones are horrible.
Yeah.
They make it too easy. Make it too easy to take pictures.
Yeah, but now you don't have to carry a phone and a camera and everything. You could do it right here on this device.
Right.
At work, I carry 2 of them. How messed up is that? Jeff, good to see you. And yeah, we do have some of that, what, just for guys like you.
Yep.
Good to
Absolutely.
good to see you all tonight. So you're from the great state of the Mile High City, Denver. Yep. You're from Colorado, beautiful state. Pikes Peak, Telluride, Vail.
My favorite place in Colorado right now is probably up by like Fairplay. There's a Kenosha Pass up there. We go camping a lot up there during the summer. So, but as we all know, Fairplay is a place for gold. I have yet to. Sounds bad. I know I'm slacking, but I have yet to pay the $10 to go gold panning in their creek. I try and do as much as I can when I can. Having a family and all, it keeps you busy. But when I can get out, I can get out.
Right.
But I'm taking a gentleman out, not this weekend, but Halloween weekend, right up by a spot near my home. Get pretty decent flakes out of that. So, and Brad's in here. He can show you all that too, because he goes to the same spots that I go to that's near my house. So the stuff that you see from Brad is what I'm pulling out too.
Oh, from Rocky Mountain Prospector, Brad Holden?
No, Brad Martinez, the Gold Dad Brad on Facebook.
Okay.
Colorado Gold Adventures. Yep.
Oh, okay.
He showed me a few good spots, and I've done pretty well there. So, it's one of those, the prospector creed. Share with the ones that are trustworthy and leave the others out.
Right. The other ones are like No Tell 'em Creek, or it's that away. Yeah, just keep going that away.
Yep.
I understand fully. And
but what got me into this, I've always been into it since I was a kid. I don't know why. It was in my blood, I guess you could say. I got got by a creek by my house when I was, 10 or 11, and I saw some shiny flakes. I don't know if you've ever seen that Little House on the Prairie where they went and took the screen door and was sifting out all the mica flakes out of the creek. Well, that's what I found first, and I was like, "Oh, I got a ton of gold!" And I showed it to my mom. She's like, "Sweetie, that's not gold. That's pyrite or mica flakes." I was like, "Darn it!" But yeah, no, that's when I caught it, and then I kind of just tooled around, and I had a pipe pan, and I didn't have an actual credited gold pan or anything like that, but I played in the creek for a little while, and as kids do, you get bored of it, and then you move on to something else. I've got the attention span of a squirrel when it comes to keeping on task for certain things, but yeah, you know how that goes. I mean, I do rock collecting, coin collecting, all that stuff, so
Right.
when I get tired of one thing, I move on to the other, but right now is a great time for gold. Today's temperature in Denver was 80 something degrees. So, and that we're having an Indian summer right now, so I got to get out.
Definitely. Hopefully, it will warm up a little for us too. Yeti Mountain Trading was met the man in person. Great guy, Jason A.U. Colorado. So you got to meet up with Chris from Yeti Mountain Trading.
Yep, we did 11 states this summer. We went through 11 states. I did the long trip to beginning and did the short trip on the way back. We basically went from Kansas to Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, up to West Virginia to my mom's, and then cut straight across from there. And I ran out of time. So I stopped and saw you, like I said, Ed, it's time and money, it just kind of ended up spending more than what I thought. Gas was expensive. That about killed me. So.
Oh, I bet this year. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, and then we just went through Illinois and all that and head back west, straight through there. So
right after Christmas, we stopped when Chris was still living in Oklahoma before he moved back to Arkansas or to the Ozarks. Arkansas, right, Chris?
Yep.
We stopped and stayed in a town not too far from their place. They were living in Oklahoma, and we got in touch with each other, but wasn't able to make it up to his place. Would have been nice. Would have been nice. Judy got sick at the Cracker Barrel that night. So.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No.
What other questions you got for me, Ed?
Oh, well, you got bit by the gold bug when you were young. Now, how long have you been doing it now?
Well, so I got back into it when I was, whenever I broke a few years back, I broke my ankle and I was stuck in the chair. I was non-weight bearing, couldn't put any weight on the leg, so I had to find something to do. So I started watching YouTube videos, and lo and behold, Shane popped up, Shane Klesch, and then that started a whole cannonball all over again.
Right.
So watching Shane and him doing his coins and stuff and doing his gold, and then I got on to Chris Vogus and you, and just the whole spread of people. And there's so many different people out there, that does gold prospecting, stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I really like, because that's about the time Chris started coming out with a lot more videos and stuff. But I really like him because he actually sits there and teaches you and shows you, this is how this works. This is how this works. It's not just I'm panning for gold. Here's the gold. That's my
Right.
video. You know what I mean? So he anytime he gets anything new, he takes it out to the creek, shows you how it works, whatnot. But I just really like his platform that he has on his page. And when I saw that, I said to myself, that's why I have my YouTube channel. I'm going to try it. And I did try it for a short minute. And, props to you guys, man, because you guys spend that time and effort in keeping the channel running. That's a full-time job in itself if you really go into it. You know what I mean?
Well, just this live show once a week is I put quite a few hours in it behind the scenes, and
Yep.
then
But
let alone when I end up editing something, which I've been doing more of. I neglected that for a few years. But I'm thinking about doing In the Shed with Ed again. Maybe a mixed match of live and edited stuff. I've been getting a lot of slack from some good friends and other people to bring it back and stuff. So,
right.
where I'm actually more building stuff than panning out some dirt or just doing a introduction or a review, but actually, and someone brought it up I think it was during the Gold Prospectors radio show. They were wondering if I ever made a rocker box. No, not yet. I think Swiftwater Tony was talking about that. No, not yet, Swifty, but I've been wanting to. I almost turned a grizzly sluice into a rocker box, but I sold that. I know I did a video where I took a vote on a couple of projects, but yeah, it's a lot of work, and then you work full time, and makes it tough balancing it out, David Alfonsotti, hello.
But yeah, no, no, I was the rocker box. I'm not very crafty as far as like wood wise, but I was looking at taking apart a couple dressers and making a rocker box out of it. Sounds wrong, but it's got one big drawer on the bottom, one small drawer on the top, and just kind of get some punch plate or whatever I can find and kind of slap together. Because I was looking, if you think about the old timers, when they had all their stuff, they didn't have all the metals and all the tools and everything we had. But look what they did, man. They drilled into mountains, like with a single jack or double jack. They had a guy would literally sit there with a steel rod over his shoulder and trust the other guy to swing a 8 to 10 pound sledge and a steel rod over their shoulder and hope and pray that it doesn't slip out of his hand.
They miss.
They miss, because that's the end of that. And just watching these people drill boreholes with a single jack. I got a video on my page when I went up to Cripple Creek. They were having the gold days up there, and there was a guy there. They were doing a demonstration of the leg jack and a single jack and a double jack. Well, they didn't have a second guy willing to stand in front of the other guy with the double jack. I don't blame him, but right. Yeah, he had a single jack and some drill steels, and he explained, that's the way you made your money, is by doing that. And if you got really good at it and really fast, you could make a good day's wages just doing that alone. And hard rock mining is one of those things, you know. I've been in a couple mines, and I have a buddy up in Idaho Springs that has a mine, and I've helped him a couple times. And you know, more power to him, man. To be underground, you know,
It's hard
I'll
work.
stay in the creeks and rivers and get my placer gold. They can find the nuggets, you know. One day maybe I'll get brave enough to get a hard hat and the light and go underground, but right now I'll stick with this.
Right.
I did have fun though up in his mine. That was pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that, you know, you think about it, you know, you tell yourself, oh, I'm never going to do it. And then when you get into it, you know, I still have some ore I need to process through there. I want to roast it before I finish processing it, so it's easier to break up, because it's really, really hard ore. A lot of sulfides and iron. So roasting it would make it go faster. Just having the time, like I said, to do it, you know, like I have a full-time job, so, and kids and family, and you know,
gotta have that happy medium, that balance, you know.
Yep.
Especially with young kids. My kids are all older and have kids of their own now, for the most part, all but my youngest, so it makes it a little easier, but there's still honeydew and work, but everyone out there who has a YouTube channel knows the struggle for the most part. Well, Colorado has a rich history for gold prospecting. Can you share some of the historical and
from my understanding,
notable stories related to gold discoveries in your state?
So my understanding, you know, they were coming through the state. They stopped in Arvada. They found gold here in Arvada. They have a place called Gold Strike Park that was over there. They found gold there and worked their way up towards, you know, Idaho Springs and Black Hawk, stuff like that. Seemed to have. Oh, you still there, Ed?
Oh, I'm here. Pikes Peak and everything like that. I had to turn off my camera on Zoom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I lost you for a minute. I saw you talking, but I didn't hear anything. No, you know, they kind of spread out and started going west, and on the way they had people looking for gold and silver and, you know, whatever they could find.
Right.
You know, the colonization of Colorado started back in the early 1800s, and then they started building the railroad to come across and all that, and brought more people. And, you know, I'm still learning the history of the gold in Colorado, but from my understanding, Arvada was one of the first places to find it, and then they found it up along the Clear Creek on the way up to like Black Hawk and stuff, and they just followed the water and tried to find, you know, just how any other prospector does. You find a piece of gold, you know, kind of trace it up, follow it up, find where it came from, and they just keep moving towards that area. The more gold you find, the closer you get to the source of the gold. So
yeah, they go up till they lose it, and then they come back down and see where it's the most, start working uphill.
Yep, and find where the source is, and that's when they start drilling a hole in the mountain.
Right.
If you guys ever go up I-70, around, you know, from basically from Idaho Springs all the way up to Georgetown, and there's a few on the other side of Georgetown, by Breckenridge too. But if you're looking on the side of the mountain, you'll see a few mines and stuff like that. Like they got the Stanley mine and the Phoenix mine. There's a couple more up in Georgetown, the Heidi mine. There's another one, the Capital Prize mine that's up there. Those were the popular ones. But if you look on the side of the mountains and stuff, you'll see where the old timers literally just decided to say, you know, this looks like a decent spot because of the mineralization. You know, I found gold at the lower end below the creek, so they kind of trailed it up like you said, and they started just boring a hole in the side of the mountain. And up by Idaho Springs, when you're either way you're driving, you'll see, you know, mine tailings, and mine drifts and shafts, and you know, all kinds of adits that are in the side of the mountain when you're driving either direction. The one that got me really curious is, from my understanding, sometimes the Chinese miners would start right at the river and they just kind of bore straight into the mountain. And there's two right at the Indian Hot Springs where you go underneath the bridge by Idaho Springs, and they're right in the side of the mountain, right off the river. So I was always curious about that, but I looked that up, and from my understanding, like I said, the Chinese miners, it saved them time. They didn't have to work as hard or as far because it was closer to the bedrock and closer to the river, and that's where the gold would be. You know what I mean? That's where it was shedding off, and they figured that out. So they decided to go right off the river and go straight into the mountain, from my understanding. So that's what I had researched, but I don't know if that's true or not.
Chinese were very hardworking miners, and they come from a long lineage of gold mining in China and stuff too. So I'm sure they brought some of those techniques here, like the Welsh miners did, coming from Great Britain, you know, or the UK. The Welsh miners came over and helped with what they knew and stuff. But I would, now here in Ohio where I live, there's nothing, you know, but they have some coal mines in the southeast. But back home on the west coast, run across some mines and be interesting. I wish I would have explored more mines. But
yeah, like you were talking about, like the Pikes Peak Gold Rush. I never researched that part of the state. I don't live on that side, but like what I just looked up here, you know, we were part of the Kansas Territory. You know, the Pikes Peak Gold Rush started in February 28th, 1861. We became a state in 1876. So we became our own territory, quote, state.
right.
But yeah, no, that started, you know, start date said July of 1858. But the end date was February 28th of 1961. I'm getting this straight off of Wikipedia. I apologize. I should have done more research.
It's all right, but you know,
it's all a learning curve too. You know, that's everything that I've learned, you know, over the past 4.5, 5 years has been either me researching it like that, you know, spending time reading books, reading online, using Kevin's book, Finding Gold in Colorado, you know, stuff like that. I get as much information as I can and do the best I can with what I got.
that's all you can do, Jason. That's all you can do.
You know, and I joined the local chapter here, the GPAA, and ended up becoming vice president. So I thought that was pretty cool.
GPAA chapters will do that to you. Oh, here's a new victim.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
We nominate Jason AU Colorado.
But I won't go back on that either. I enjoy every minute of it. I'm trying to get more outings for our club and stuff. We want to do I don't know if anyone knows, but we have the big mining school here up in Golden, and I want to take our chapter down there and go do their tour
really
there.
Cool.
So, yep, Colorado School of Mines here. They
a lot of good mining engineers and geologists come from that school.
Yep, they're very, very talented, very intelligent people that go to that school, and you know, I want to do the tour too, so that'll be the first time me going there. And it sounds funny, you know, I live in Colorado and I've gone, you know, some places, but everyone says, oh, you need to go here, oh, you need to go there, like down to the sand dunes and the San Juans, you know, go see the gator farm. We have a gator farm in Colorado. You know, so
that's kind of different.
You wouldn't think Colorado have a gator farm, but we do. It's down south over by the sand dunes. There's a bunch of places I want to travel and see and take a gold pan with me as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think I drive my wife nuts because every time I see a creek or a river, I'm like, I wonder if there's any gold in there.
Oh, I do the same thing, Jason. I do the same thing. Oh, look, that's a nice looking gravel bar. Ooh, do I see bedrock? Yeah.
When I went out to my mom's, I had my gold pans with me right out of the creek, out of the front of her house in West Virginia. It was super, super tiny. She has gold in her creek. I thought that was really neat. I showed that to my mom. She was like, really? I was like, yeah, there's gold in your creek right there. You don't even have to go far.
Right.
But I thought that was really neat, you know. I don't know about Indiana. We drove through Indiana, but some of the creeks that we drove past on the way out, going through there in Iowa, Indiana, yeah, the geology out there is completely different. And, you know, I was just like, you know, they'll probably find more non-gold related things out there, but I don't know. I don't know the state well enough to say it.
Well, Iowa, Wisconsin. Wisconsin might have some load somewhere, but a lot of it's glacial. Michigan has a byproduct of gold in the UP with their mass copper deposits. But Ohio, Indiana, it's glacial. But southern Ohio, southwest Ohio, southern Indiana, and some counties, don't get mad at me, guys, does have some pretty decent gold, but you didn't hear it from me. It's a different animal than like working in Idaho, Wash. I can only go by where I've worked, you know, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and, you know, Vermont, New Hampshire. But it's a different beast. You have Vermont, New England has lode gold. California, Oregon, Washington all have lode. You get a mixture of glacial in there too, but it comes from a major source within the state for the most part. Where here in Indiana and Ohio, the glaciers came in, moved like a big bulldozer, you know, flattens the lands behind it or under the glacier and pushed a lot of stuff from all the way up into Ontario and stuff down to the southern part of the states. Now, the farthest push area is about the best place for gold. Now, there's a guy in here named, I'm being yelled at by my buddy from Indiana, who's a really good dredger and fellow YouTuber and very good friend, Lucky Ducky Thomas Pennyweight Folks. He's like, hey, stop it, Ed. It's over on No Tell 'em Creek. Yeah, and I love glacial geology too, Wally. Dire gold prospecting outdoors. What the hell have you been up to, my friend? Long time no see, stranger. Yeah, and you're kind of lucky. You have all kinds of treasures. You have very good gemstones. You have.
We're in a geothermal epicenter of between glacier and lode and all of that here in Colorado. So we're lucky to have that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and you get beautiful gemstones and crystals and along with gold and silver. Tons of nice stuff.
My wife just walked in.
Ah.
Showing me pictures of the sunset tonight. It was gorgeous. I missed it, but that's okay. I was thinking about going outside, but I'd lose my daylight right about now. So.
Well, what are the distinct challenges and advantages of gold prospecting in Colorado compared to other regions known for gold deposits, Jason?
Well, our Colorado nuggets aren't like California nuggets. California, you'll find pickers and nuggets and stuff like that. Here, Colorado nugget, let's see here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. You know what, Ed? Let me take a picture of it, see if we can get it on there. I'll show you a Colorado nugget.
Must be like Ohio nuggets.
Yeah, tiny.
Tiny, yeah. Tiny. No, but, I've heard that everywhere, and there's times when I've been out west and actually did better here. Don't worry, I won't say Indiana, Thomas. I've done better in Ohio than places out west. And then there's times I've done really good.
There's a Colorado nugget in a little half-ounce jar, and there's some lead wire in there that I pulled out of the creek. So I don't know if you can see that well enough or not, but I'll back up a little bit slowly.
It's focusing all right.
But yeah, that little, what I call a Colorado nugget right down there. But
sorry, Jason. Don't mind me, people. I have a cat trying to pull down my green screen. Cat, what are you doing? Get down. Get down.
These are the pickers you can find in Colorado. These are up near Alma, Colorado. I don't know if you guys can see
down
that or not.
A little. To your, yeah. You could push it in a little farther, maybe. Nice.
So those are pickers from up near Alma, Colorado. I've got a bunch of little stuff like I just showed you. Hey Ed, if you have those pictures I sent you of the ones that the club bought, I can tell you where those came from too. Let's see sent them in your email there.
Okay, I gotta set it up. All right, well, this one you're holding in your hands, this picture here, you're holding it in your hands.
Yep. We purchased those for the chapter. They came from California, and I'll tell you what, man, if I would have found those in Colorado, I would have lost my mind.
Right.
But holding those in my hand, just the weight of them.
That's that 6.74.
Yep, the smaller one. That's a roughly almost a quarter ounce. The bigger one's almost 3/4 of an ounce, just over.
That big one was 8.64 grams. Ooh, look at that monster.
Yeah, that thing was huge. 3/4 of an ounce.
Nice.
But yeah, those are our bi-yearly giveaways for our gold that we do for the chapter members only, for GPAA members only. So getting to hold that, like I said, if I were to find that in Colorado, I would have lost my mind. And I made a promise to my wife that if I ever do find a decent nugget, that's going on a chain, and she gets to wear it. She gets the first nugget.
Nice.
So,
very
but yeah,
nice.
And then my project that I was telling you guys about.
Right.
That high banker, the pictures of that I got of that high banker, that's still an ongoing project. And I when I took that up, we did the Goldapalooza thing. Our friend Roger does that every year up at Vic's Gold Panning on the way up to Blackhawk, and I finally was able to get it up and running this year, so I took it up there. I still have not gone through the cons yet, but the guy behind me had a big 4-inch or 6-inch dredge, and he was just blowing gold out the back of that thing. So I set up my grizzly gold trap downstream a little bit. Hopefully I grab some from his dredge as well.
Now this big high banker with the diamond plate I'm showing yours?
Yeah, yep, that one's mine. Yep, that's the one that I got help making the boxes, but I did all the other stuff, put it together. You know what I mean, as far as the riser and stuff like that. It's right. Like I said, it's a work in progress. That was the first time I took it out. Now I know what I have to do to make it a better spray bar, and make sure that it's getting enough water through the whole top of it and stuff like that. I'm learning as I go. I mean,
it's a work in progress.
But yeah, that's a 10-inch dream mat on the bottom that I threw in there, and I really, really like the dream mat. It's easy to use, easy to clean. You don't have to scrub carpets or miner's moss. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
anyone that's done prospecting or placer mining, they've had to scrub a carpet or two, and that takes time.
As you know, I love Dream Mat, and one of the main reasons I love it is my clean outs are lickety split, and faster clean out, faster you're back in the game, moving material. But right on. Let's see some silver bars you sent me too. What are those?
Oh, those silver bars are from a gentleman, David. He pours and makes them here in Colorado. That little that little coin and stuff, the prospector coin, he makes those too. If anyone's interested, get in contact with me and I can point you towards his website to where you guys can buy the silver. He makes gold bars too, gold and silver. So, but yeah, no, those things are awesome.
Nice.
I had to get some from the last mineral show that walked through here. But
Those are nice.
quarter ounce silver. Yep, I really like the coin. He has gold coins too, but I'm not that rich.
Oh, I hear you there, brother.
He wanted for the price of gold right now. It's about $1,900. So for an ounce of an ounce bar like what he had, or even that quarter ounce, that's that little vial that I showed you.
Right.
I zeroed it out with an empty vial of water and put that on there. But yeah, this guy here, this was from a pay dirt bag. Tom's Gold Dirt. He's not around anymore. But he had
Chris Dyer, who's in the room, knows Tom pretty well.
But yeah, I like the way it sounds.
Terry Marshall, hello. Yeah, I know Tom went through a little hard time, so I thought he brought it back, but it's a tough game. Pay dirt's a tough game.
Yeah, our club has what we call a raw dirt bag, and I try and tell them keep it around 50% ROI, because I figure that's fair. It's kind of a it's just to learn, to practice. It's nothing spectacular. It does have some black sands in it, but it's not super heavy black sands or any of that. But yeah, we have that too. I kind of dabbled in that as well through the club, and yeah, you get all walks of life. Oh, there was no gold in this bag. And
learn how to pan better.
Yep, pretty much. That's what I wanted to tell them. But
I guarantee you there was some gold in that bag if it's a club bag.
Yep,
I guess it depends on the club, but I know with our chapters, the Indiana chapter and Buckeye chapter, their bags are pretty good. I don't know what I don't look at pay dirt as a IRO type thing.
Yeah, the return.
I return on investment. ROI. I don't get it. Don't invest in gold by buying pay dirt.
Right. If you're gonna invest in gold, just go talk to David here in Colorado. Invest in gold there. He gets it straight out of the mountains from a couple mines here, and he smelts it and cleans it and does everything himself. So yeah, if you're gonna invest in gold, go straight to the horse. You know what I mean?
Go straight to the horse or a reliable source.
Yep.
Not, I know some great pay dirt sellers too, like Tom. He was really good. But like iPan for Gold, Vendetta Prospecting. There's a few others. But
who was the one that just? There was someone I saw recently. They just started a pay dirt bag. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, I was interested in that because he's a reliable source. You've seen him pan for gold, so he knows what he's looking at. He knows what he's looking for, and he knows what's right and wrong. You know what I mean? It was just saw it on Facebook the other day. But yeah, no. My wife, the first year that I started back into it, My wife got me a pay dirt bag for my birthday, and that video's up on YouTube too. But yeah, no, that just keep in mind that was a few years back. So I've gotten much better at my panning, I promise.
Well, I
But
know there's quite a few creators that sell bags, like Flower
Shane,
Gold Wizard and
Shane doing that too.
well,
Flower Gold
Shane
Wizard, you know.
does, and Chris Bogus, I believe he might
Yep,
still
he's
sell some.
he, he's
Uh,
doing it kind of on the side. He's not really full. You know, he's yeah. You know, he's not doing 100% into that. He just kind of he dabbles in it. You know, so
yeah, and I know like Brian Wilder, who was in the room here, he does some. Damon, West Coast Gold Prospecting, sells some limited supply bags, and sometimes they'll make up bags for gifts and stuff. Um, but I usually sell my gold raw, or
yeah.
I'll make up a little thing and do something, but I don't make a habit of it. Well, actually, I do make a habit of selling my gold, huh, Jeff? Jeff owns most of my gold. Jeff, no
I've
gold in Utah.
I've got a bad habit of keeping the club gold too. I've got a bunch of pickers that we've won off the raffles through the club and stuff.
Oh,
Um,
you're an officer. Rigged. No, I'm just kidding.
oh no. No, I stay out of that part of it. That's the treasurer's part, man. I'm just the vice president.
Oh, I'm just messing with
Oh
you.
yeah, no, I get it.
I've been involved with the chapter quite a while, and I know they do it all above board and on table and stuff.
Yep, yep,
Terry
yep.
Curry, hello. Um,
So Ed, I was talking to Ed before the show, and I just made these guys some dowsing rods out of some copper wire. I've yet to take them out yet, but I want to make a video of me using them. I tried it out in my front yard. I took a couple of the pickers that I have, and I told the kids go hide them in the yard, and it took me right to it. Kind of creeped me out. I
where's
would.
the gold? Where's the gold?
Where's the gold?
Show me the gold. It's wanting point towards it. I'm surprised that maybe I should say silver. Where's the silver?
Well,
Where's the silver? Let's get
all my gold. Ask where my gold is, and it's going to lean to my left because all my gold is on the bed next to me in my room.
Now,
It creeps me out. I
want
can
to
go
get
walk across
really
the room.
creeped out, Jason? Get a pendulum. You could even use a plumb bob, right? But I
Okay.
have a silver chained, a Venture Right cat pendulum. I'm showing it right now. And when I was just starting to use that, it kind of freaked me out. I'm like, okay, pendulum, show me my yes. My yes appears to be clockwise. Okay, calm down, pendulum.
How does that? I don't understand how that. I've got you on a delay on YouTube down here. I'm watching you over
Pendulum,
here.
show me my no.
So just wow. Okay.
Pendulum, calm down. I haven't done it for a while because I almost think I'm playing in the demon lion's den.
No, it you know, it.
See, it's
I was
perfectly still right now. See, no wires, anyone. I have gold and silver right over there. Pendulum. Point me to the goal. Going right to it.
that's weird. How that
Oh,
works.
pendulum kind of scares me. I almost now with rods I can almost rationalize it as we all have electric electrical properties and physics and forces are behind it. You know, laws of physics and
Yep.
whatnot. But with the pendulum, I don't know.
You know,
Uh,
the first time I used these guys was in the club, one of our chapter, excuse me. We we had a guy that uses them all the time, and he told me, you know, um, that's how I find my gold is I just take these out and I ask where's the gold at, and it does it every time.
yeah, and it's
I
best
can,
if you carry a witness. I
yep.
used to study a lot on it, and I kind of backed off. But see, I have a little shiny in there. That's where my pendulum was swinging towards when I asked it to point me the way. But yeah, I picked up a new metal detector, so I've been trying to play with that more than my divining rods and my pendulum. I don't know, but I used to take them everywhere I went prospecting. I had my rods.
Yeah. Well, over the summer, I had my van broke down, so I had to leave it at home. Um, and we went out to Lyman for my wife's mom for her graduation stuff. And I came back, and someone broke into my van and was nice enough to take my metal detectors and my prospecting backpack and all the stuff I used. So I kind of had to start all over because 2 days prior to that, because my van was broken down, I was getting ready to get rid of it because the transmission took a crap on it. I took the insurance off, and so then I lost all that stuff. So I'm basically starting from ground zero. But the metal detector that I'm looking into, I want to get the Legend, the Nocta Macro. I hear it's really good. Good overall metal detector. You can use it for gold, use it for relics, use it for coins. Just an overall, you know, just like the
Um,
Equinox 800. You know what I mean? You can use it for
I
all
have
that.
the 800 and with 2 coils and a spare shaft, I have $1,000 invested in it, so I'm not going to invest any more in detectors for a while. I,
Yeah,
I if I do, it's going to be like a gold monster. Even though I could get something comparable with Nacro, Nacro Macro, or however you pronounce it,
yeah,
the
the Nocta
makers of the
Macro.
Nocta Macro. Yeah, I have their
Yep.
pinpointer, and it's a great pinpointer, waterproof, has a couple protective covers for under $100. I couldn't beat that. So,
Right. The Garrett carrot you're paying 150 plus.
right. So, and my pinpointer is just dandy. It works fine. I really like it. But
But yeah, no, I'm looking into the Legend. I would love a gold monster, but for me to use a gold monster in Colorado, I hear it's not worth the money for it in Colorado. But if I were to travel like California, Washington, Idaho, places like that where there are more nuggets and more chances to find gold like that, that's the place you'd want, like a gold monster
I'm
where there's
sure
no.
there's somewhere in your state where nuggets are found. Everybody everywhere says, "Oh, we just have small gold."
Yeah, no. If you're looking for nuggets, from my understanding, you have to be up mountains. And our Colorado nuggets, like these, most of the stuff is glacial till, or you know what I mean? It's been sandwiched, it's been rolled, it's been moved.
Right.
It just gets pushed out of the mountain through our creeks and rivers and ends up, in one of the creeks or rivers. But let me get this guy out. I'll just pull this one out. This one's kind of chunky.
Hi, Keep Digging. How are you?
But like that guy there, that's an actual decent sized picker.
Nice. Down a little. Oh, right. You were right center with it for a second. Yeah.
Is that focused?
It's staying focused on your face.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of it.
Now your curtains, like, put your hand over it.
Hold on, I have a plan.
He has a plan.
Don't want an address on the internet. If you guys want my address, contact me.
Right. It's all right. I think they saw it.
But yeah, no, that's probably about the biggest picker you'll get from Colorado or something like that. So.
A Mine Lab Gold Monster would pick that up, no problem.
Yep.
But someone who's good at a metal detector, like the nugget shooter Bill Southern, or Tammy, the nugget shooter, they'd be able to find that with their knocks, no problem.
Right.
Might be it. The nuggets I found in California were a bit bigger than that with my knocks, but
from my experiences on metal detecting and stuff like that, you got to know your detector. You can't just say, "Oh, I got to go out and get the biggest and best detector out there." That's not always the case.
I'm gonna echo something Jesse used to say. You have to learn your machine, regardless what it is. Learn your tool, learn your machine. There's people that jump on the bandwagon. Oh, I need this and I need that. No, just learn the machine you have already.
That's the same with prospecting stuff. They have all these new, oh, go grab this pan. This pan's better, or this pan's better. You have all these other pans, and yeah, some do work better than others for certain things. But when it comes down to it, the standard gold pan, a Garrett, super sluice, I feel is probably one of the best pans out there. Like I can clean with it. I can, go straight down the river, shovel directly into it. Don't have to classify. Pull the big rocks out, and I'll find gold every time. You know what I mean?
You could do that with almost any pan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I personally don't like the Garrett Super Sleuths. Personally.
Are you on the XP one?
I'm a Pioneer pan guy.
Okay.
I love the blue Pioneer pan. I love they're textured on the smooth. They're little riffles, and then they have quite a few decent sized riffles. Yeah, they're not giant riffles like in the Super Sleuths, but I have twice as many riffles, and I use it efficiently. That's right, a rebel without a cause, Jeff. It
But
kind of reminds me, the Pioneer pan reminds me of a pan I used, 30 years ago called the Yukon. Same color pretty much, same riffle style, but I can't find that one no more, but Pioneer has theirs, and I like it. I really like the Gold Claw too,
yeah, I was
but
gonna tell you that. But
it's
yeah,
it's totally teaching yourself a whole new way to use the device.
yep,
But
yep.
you know,
And Mike Pung's banjo pan. My wife loves that thing. I can't stand it.
oh, know what I love? I was a beta tester for Mike Pung, Jason, and you seem like
It's maybe if I spent more time with it, I might enjoy it. But like, it to me, it just
sorry, Mike, we love you.
yeah.
Jason and I love you. You're a great guy with a great sense of humor, but no.
Dude, I love your gold cube, man. That thing is amazing.
Oh, I love
Okay,
the gold cubes, especially with
love
Dream
the
Mat
gold
in
cube.
it. But I
As it sits right now, I used the gold cube to do some cleanups, and I'll tell you what, I got more small gold out of the stuff that I processed before that I thought I got all the gold out of on that gold cube. I was amazed. I'll say it. I
oh,
mean,
it's a
just
great
that
tool.
just with just the standard matting in it. You know what I mean? His vortex matting. That
Yeah,
it
that
cleaned out
stuff's
what I.
kind of a pain in the butt to do a
It's
clean
hard to
out
clean.
in
It's hard to clean. You really got to scrub it. It's like scrubbing a carpet. But you know
I,
what? It caught the gold.
it does do its job, I'll say that, but I tore those out and I have Micromat and Cape D mats from Prospector's Dream and my Gold Cube. I look at it as the marriage of two great inventions.
Yep.
And back to when I was beta testing for Mike and Red Wilcox, the banjo pan, it was the middle of winter, a hard winter too. And I'm like, oh, great, you send it to me and everywhere's frozen. So I turned it into a recirculating sluice in my shop, and that's where I use it. I never goes out of my shop now. It's under my blue bowl now. So
Okay.
I use it under my blue bowl. I use it as a recirculating sluice, and I think I've took it on the stream a total times of maybe twice, and that opening and shutting the door or drawer technique that Mike talks about. Love Mike though, and the banjo pan's great for how how I use it, I think. And it seems like we're on the same wavelength, but your wife loves it.
Yep.
Oh, wait, we have a
No,
birthday
she.
boy in the house.
I think it's. Oh, happy birthday, Brad.
Brad, happy birthday, mate. Good to see you. Bacchus, hello. Good seeing you.
Well, I haven't said hi to anyone. I've been busy talking. Who we got in here? We got Brad. We got Bacchus. We got Mona. Hi, Mona. I saw that you said hi earlier. Terry. How you doing, Terry Curry? GPU. How's it going, buddy? Who else we got?
We have Keith
Mr. Lodak.
and Mr. Lodak, as always, and Brad.
As always.
We have Terry Lefty Marshall in the house. Our
I saw that
Australian
Yeti was
buddy.
in here. Yeti buddy.
Yeah, he might be gone now, but he might be here.
He could be
Still.
hiding in the back. Secret Creek, how's it going?
Yeah, Kirk. I had the privilege of meeting him when I went to my mother's memorial service back home in Washington.
Eric Carter. Yeah, there's a bunch of good people in here.
Oh yeah, Eric Carter. I got him and his son on my dredge in High Banker during when I went over to Cottonwood Trails Gold Camp for my birthday, and Scott Sharp's birthday, and Grease Monkey's birthday. We all met at Cottonwood Trail and had a good old time.
Speaking of dredge, I won from that Goldapalooza. I won a dredge trip on
cool.
someone's claim. So it's getting, I wouldn't say too cold, but it's up in the mountains. It's too cold right now. There's snow up in the mountains right now. Breckenridge and all that. Where the area he has his claim, there's a couple inches of snow. The ski areas are starting to get antsy and get ready to open up. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Fall's here, But down in Denver, we can't use that here in Denver, but the book Finding Gold in Colorado, Kevin's book, if you guys ever come to Colorado, you need to get that book, because that shows you all the laws. He's done the research. He's gone through, and he basically, from my understanding, is he took a trip through all of Colorado. He went all the way through, from all the way up north, south, east, and west, and just did all the areas. And he's got 2 books out. Those things are amazing. They give you all the regulations, which you can and can't use. If you can use, motorized equipment, non-motorized.
I might have to bug you for his contact information and see if he'll join us on the show.
Absolutely, I'm sure he would love to get on the show with you guys. I'll get you Kevin's number and get you to where he can get a hold of you. But yeah, no, that's a good tool for Colorado if you guys ever make it out here.
Well, you know how it is. Whenever for those who know, but for those who don't, it's just like any other form of treasure hunting. Research, and finding out where gold has been found, what minerals are there, what's the geology, and so on and so on. And could read books like the one Jason's talking about to help with that research as well. Any gold in the Big Thomas River or the Florida
Big
River
Thompson
over near Durango?
You're looking at the Arkansas by Durango. That's a gold-bearing river. If that's what you're looking at, I know there's gold up there. Give me 1 sec here. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okay.
Now he's gonna get me to get the book out. But this is one of his books. Right here. So, Durango, you said. Pueblo Steamboat.
Oh yeah, he's any gold in the Big Thomas River or the Florida River over near Durango. Well, Wayne Peterson, Nugget Brain Wayne Peterson.
Yep, Wayne on that side of Durango. Yep, and he could tell you exactly where that's at. I don't know if he's on tonight or not. But yeah, Wayne knows that side of the state pretty well.
All the time.
Yeah, I haven't checked up on him. I hope he's doing okay. But yeah, no, this book here, and then he's got the original one, Finding Gold in Colorado. That one's a little rougher. It's out in the living room, on the bookshelf. But I This is his newest one, that Finding Gold in Colorado, the Wandering Prospector. He's added additions to the state. You know, people like that are asking, you know, is there gold there? Well,
Right.
you can go on Kevin's Facebook page, and if you live in Colorado and talk to him, he'll give you advice down by Durango. I don't know the area. I've never been down there. I've lived in Colorado all my life, but I've been a Denverite, so I've always gone, you know, west, north, or east and south. The farthest south I've been is to Pueblo, and you know, I've gone all the way up to Cheyenne. Anyone that lives in Colorado says they haven't been to Cheyenne, you know, there's a good chapter up there too.
I'd like
But
to play a little in Colorado. A friend of mine from Kansas, you might know him on Facebook, Caleb Bennington.
yes, I do.
He
Yes, I do.
he's quite the dredger. He's a dredging machine. Um, he has a couple of claims in Colorado. I
Yep.
would like to get to. I have an open invitation to him. I just have to get there. And meet
Getting
up
to
with my friend Caleb and get there.
And I would love if I was invited to come too. That would be awesome. I'd love to help you guys out and find some gold, get that shiny,
I
make
know
that fan
Caleb's
flash.
quite busy and flying all over the country for work, but one of these days. How is Russ Wilson working out for you guys? Who's Russ Wilson, Jason?
It's not ringing a bell. Russ. Sorry, my brain's kind of wired right now. My wife is the one who usually talks to most of the people. I'm the one that does the digging. I focus on that when it comes down to the gold. So, I apologize, Russ, if I don't remember exactly who you are. It's been a busy month for me. A lot of stuff's happened, so, but I enjoy meeting new people and getting everything.
A lot of the gold is met right on the banks or in the creek when you're talking to someone. Oh, Seahawks fan. I'm not a football fan, let alone Seahawks. Sorry.
Yeah. See, that's why I didn't know. I'm not a football fan. I like my hockey and I like my baseball. That's how I met my wife, was at a baseball game.
Hockey. Judy's
Hockey.
into baseball, but every pro game I went to was boring. About fell asleep. I like hockey. Go Bruins. I might get some people mad at me, but go Bruins. Or Mighty
Whatever.
Ducks.
Yeah, they used to be the Mighty Ducks, but yeah, no, Avalanche, go Avalanche. They screwed it up last year, but they'll do it this year.
But no, I'm more. In my youth, surfing was my religion and my main sport. So surfing, skateboarding, skiing, snowboarding, wakeboarding.
Yeah, no, I was the BMX kid. I got a BMX
yeah.
bike. Yep, I got a BMX, and I've got the bumps and bruises and scars to prove it.
I have a scar to this day right on my shin from metal pedals on my BMX bike. I could see it
The bear
from there.
claws.
Oh man, that hurt so bad. I still remember it. I was like 10.
Yep, those good old bear claws. They'd eat your leg alive. I know exactly what you're talking about. But, no, I'm just excited to be on the show. It's awesome. I'm glad that I was able to join you guys tonight.
I'm glad to have you, Jason. You've been part of the community and been part of the Flash fam for a very long time, and I'm glad you were able to. Now, how has the landscape and geography of Colorado influenced your prospecting methods and strategies for uncovering gold?
Well, from what
Jason?
I've learned from experience and going out to the creeks and rivers here, we get our floodplain from the snow runoff, like California and some of the other states do. And you find your gold behind the big rocks underneath the boulders, because gold's heavier. That's going to want to shove itself down and hide behind stuff so it stays in place, as I call it. And like up in the mountains, like Third Creek area, if you're looking at the hills and stuff, you're looking at where the valleys come together at the mountain and whatnot, and you're looking at the rocks that are around it. If there's a lot of iron and quartz and stuff like that, that kind of points out to where the heavy areas are, and you can work into that down onto the creek. And you just start up by that and work your way around, and just kind of pan around and see if you find a good spot. Once you find that good spot, get set up, set your sluice up, just start shoveling. You know what I mean? But a lot of I'm still learning geology, man. There's so much I learn every time I go out. Always learning.
Bacchus wants to know, are the Colorado aspens trees golden this time of year?
2 weeks ago they were. They're all. We got snow up there, and that just, when it snows, it just shuts them off, and they drop their colors. At that point in time, it just gets too cold, and it all just sheds the leaves, and it's the end of it. But yeah, 2 weeks ago, 2 to 3 weeks ago, if you were up beginning of October, end of September, it's a good time to go. Look at the leaves, the aspens and stuff. Go up all the way up to 70, all the way up to Vail and back, and you'll get some astonishing pictures of the leaves, the changing of the leaves here in Colorado. So that's a good time to be here. My favorite time of year for Colorado. I like the summer. Sometimes it gets a little hot. This summer was super, super wet, so we got more rain than we've gotten in a long time. But my favorite times of year is about the end of April to the end of May, and then your runoff starts picking up around the end of May, so you can stay out of the creeks because it gets a little dangerous. Mid to end of
You're breaking up a little, Jason.
all the way. Yep, I just saw that. It's yelling at me. Oh. Is that any better? Let me turn this off.
It was going really good though. But you know how it is. We're prime time. Everyone's hopping on YouTube because they can't stand what's on TV. What is Nikki here?
Forget the news, man. All it is bad news anyway.
Pardon me, Jason. I want to say hi to a gold-getting, opal-hunting gal from down under that I haven't seen in ages.
Absolutely.
Nikki, darling, how are you? Say hi to the kid. Say hi to the soon-to-be hubby. I heard you're tying the knot. Thank you, Terry, for letting her know she's been missed. Good. Excellent, hon. Rock Butcher, good to see you, Jim. Aspens are a beautiful tree. What's your favorite river in Denver area for prospecting? Bacchus wants to know.
You can go up by Idaho Springs. There's a couple parks up there that gives out good gold. It's about a 30-minute drive from Denver. And then I've got a couple secret creek spots that I like near my home. That's if I have a couple hours, I can go that way and find some gold. So, but yeah, that's how that works. We all have our secret creek spots, but
Yeah.
I have a spot on that same area that I take people that I want to teach how to pan or whatever. It produces gold there too, but not like my secret spots. So, but similar area, but a little bit further away. I'll just leave it at that. And there's out east of me, you can go down on the Platte River. There's a spot southeast of me. If you like bedrock, you can bring your hand dredge, suck out of the cracks out of the bedrock after runoff. You'll find decent gold there too. But I've lost the live feed on my phone.
No, we still have you.
Yep, no, on my phone it just dropped off.
You're that's right. You've been watching it, yeah.
Yeah. No, it dropped out for some reason. I think it doesn't like my computer.
Would you PM that stupid little heart thing in the chat? Someone else talk so I could see what Bacchus is saying. Oh, I'm gonna laugh at
Would you
myself.
PM the longe and latitudes of the area?
Oh,
I'll give
okay,
you an
long and
idea
lads. Yeah, please.
So hit me up on Facebook, Jason AU Colorado. Message me and I'll take you out. I don't have one problem taking you out. We'll go find some gold together.
There you go.
Does that
Hook
sound like a
up
plan?
with, sound good, Bacchus? Hey, get a hold of him. Get out there. Find some stuff. Now
That's what we do. That's why we go for gold. We meet new friends and have good times outside. We're not stuck on a computer or a video game or sitting inside watching videos of other people doing it.
right.
I want to be out doing it.
I'd rather be out doing it myself. What advice do you have for beginners looking to start gold prospecting in Colorado? Are there specific areas or techniques you would recommend, Jason?
I tell everyone, and I fell into that gimmick of have to have the best, the biggest, and baddest equipment ever. You really don't need that. Start off with a shovel, a pan, a classifier, and a sluice box.
Well,
Keep it simple.
You could even wait on the sluice box.
Yep.
Because if you like it panning, you'll love it with the sluice box.
Sluice
But
box. Yep.
if you don't like panning and digging, you might as well think about the sluice box. But I agree 100%, and I would also throw in a club for this.
Yep.
Is directed towards beginners, novices, greenhorns, mostly for land. Land with gold. A club isn't going to have a claim that isn't producing, because they got to keep their members happy, and for the most part. So clubs give you land. It gives you opportunity to run other equipment to see if you like it before you get it. And it gives you people with mass knowledge and experience on the lifestyle of gold prospecting and mining. And so a club for the newbie is pretty much a must in my book. Not
Yes.
so much for a more experienced sourdough, experienced prospector, because they've already learned the trials and stuff that the newcomers starting get into. But definitely.
But yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. Ed, get out there and get a club. Most clubs are affordable. There are some that aren't, but like our chapter, you got to pay the GPAA dues. There are other clubs in Denver you can join that are more affordable. I'm not saying GPAA is not. You just pay more up front, like.
Well, and you with the GPAA,
For the
though,
GPA,
you
then
have
you go
options
to a
of
standard club.
monthly, a yearly, 3
Yeah.
years, lifetime.
Yep.
And then with that,
Yep.
you
I'm
have
going for the
access
lifetime.
nationwide, and all the chapters for the GPAA are free to join. You just have to go and see if you like that chapter, and if
Yep.
you do, be present at meetings like 3-4 times before you're eligible to vote, depending on the chapter's bylaws, and can meet some great people.
Amazing people. Really, really awesome people at the club and chapters. So that's part of the thing, is like once you get networked out and you start learning, um, like you said, with clubs and stuff, clubs and the GPA chapters, stuff like that, they all have places they go. They know where the gold's at. They've done their research. So getting someone new straight out with a gold pan and a shovel, and I want to go do this. I'm taking a guy out, like I said, on Saturday. He fell into the gimmick of, oh, I've got to get the biggest and baddest equipment ever, and I felt so bad because he didn't talk to anyone before doing it. And I'm like, you just start off with a shovel and a pan first, see if you, like you said, you enjoy it. And I say a sluice because eventually, I look at it as, they're eventually going to get it anyway.
Right.
Most people
pretty
will.
much.
Those are the 3 basic essentials, just like the old timers had.
True.
I look at it like
and
that. You know what I'm saying?
Good sturdy shovel.
Yep.
And bucket grips help a lot.
Unless you like your hands cramping up,
Yeah. But when me and Daryl Grimbley in Washington and Cedar Woolley had Pastry Enterprises, I've had they bit hard. I mean, like Humphrey Bogart bit hard with the gold bug, and they come in, say, oh, I want to get the Keen dredge. How long have you been doing this? Oh, we just started. I just found some gold, and I know I'm gonna kill it. Well, you might want to start off learning how to pan better, and how about a sluice box? Oh no, I want a dredge. And a lot of those dredges have been returned when they get discouraged, and they haven't learned the ins and outs and how to mine by dredging, or even Jesse saw a guy with a killer high banker he built, Jason, come up to the Swank West lease, set it up, shoveled into it, then said, it's not me. It's not for me. Too much work.
No.
It's like
high banker's a lot less work. I'll be honest with you, man. I enjoyed taking mine up there. I thought that was amazing, just to be able to just not have to classify, just start shoveling in. getting
There's
the
a
pay
time and
and
place for both tools. Now, Robert DePotty's probably in the room saying, dredging's the way to go, but he's a dredging fanatic. But high,
I'm afraid.
high
I'm
banking, you
afraid.
can move a lot of material, you know.
I'm afraid I'll get on a dredge and I'll never want to get off of it
Oh,
because
it's so cool, especially if you have air. And like now, I no longer have my 4 inch. I have no air, so I have a 2 inch. You know, it gets me on bedrock better and in cracks better, but I have to be really meticulous about where I set it up compared to a 4 inch where I could eat through a bunch of material.
you got to watch the bigger rocks and stuff, and you can't work around them. You can't get into that. I like I said, I've never been on a dredge. I'm dying to go. If there's anyone in Colorado that wants to take me out, I'll do it. I'll definitely get on that dredge. I want to try it. Like I said, I want a dredge trip, but it's getting too late in the year right now. Some people are crazy enough to put on that dry suit and get in the water, and like Pioneer Polly and
Or
with his
even
wetsuit.
have a wetsuit heater.
Yep. But yeah,
Uh,
he's crazy. Pioneer Polly's crazy enough to go in the water and it's frigid, and he'll go sniping for nuggets, and he finds some good gold, man.
yeah, he does. One day I wouldn't mind running into Polly. Maybe someday I'll get over to Vancouver Island or something if he can fit you in the schedule. And speaking of Pioneer Polly, I want to say thank you to all the lurkers out there because Pioneer Polly's been known to lurk, and Dan
Yep.
Hurd and Two
Shane.
Toes and Shane Clash, and I
Yep.
appreciate all the lurkers out there also. A guy I work with, though, said he was going to tune in tonight. Blaze, are you out there? T-Rep, how you doing, brother? They do screw with you, you know. Who, David? I'm jumping into one of David's conversations. Who knows who he's talking to?
Yeah. The only way I can't run both things on my laptop, the YouTube and stuff. My laptop doesn't like it. It's comfortable right where it's at right here. Like I changed something and that's when we started lagging, you know what I mean? So I moved my phone near my laptop and it started freaking out. So
Bacchus is in New England, that's right. So
okay.
he says I'm on my way. Let me lock the door. So he'll be there before too long. Thanks for the invite. I just like the research, and that's the reason I ask. Research is a lot of fun, though, Bacchus. If you like history too, you can go through down the rabbit holes of mining history, and then I think everybody has a love for rocks, and a deep down affection for geology, for anyone who's in the prospecting finger of the treasure hunt in hand. And I agree with you 100% about the shovel and pen are a solid start. Jim Rock Butcher, and he agrees with the club. T-Rep, how you doing? He's saying, Jason, I'm here, F that shovel. Yeah, I figured you'd say that, Robert. Yeah, Robert DePotty, he's a good friend of mine. Him and his wife are in the room. Bobby's a serious dredger. Well, I like to get dredging again before the ice and snow comes, Bobby.
So this is a map of a lot of the mines, registered mines and stuff up by the Blackhawk area, by Clear Creek and stuff. Just to give you an idea of how many mines are up there.
Oh, a lot. And you could also use what's that? Minescache.com and My Land Matters are some really good sources. But I'm here over at goldprospectors.org's page. And there's 4 chapters in your state.
For Colorado?
Yeah, Colorado Springs, yep. Golden, Colorado, Grand Junction, and
the Golden, Colorado. Yep. The Golden, Colorado one is the one that I do.
Okay.
So that's Foothills Prospectors.
Golden,
Colorado.
Golden, Colorado Facebook page. Right on. Yeah, they have chapters all over.
Yep. There's one on the western slope. There's one GPOC down in the Springs. You got the one in the western slope, and then there's one up north somewhere in the northish area, and then you got the other one that's out of our state is the Cheyenne chapter. That's the next closest one to us. So
I see the open pit potential of that whole area he just showed on the map. Take it all. Tommy Knocker. Don't have to deal with Tommy Knockers in Placer. Wonder if Tommy Knockers are in drift mines. Maybe.
Yes.
They tend to collapse.
Gotta watch your back.
they tend to collapse. Well, they're trying to warn you. Yeah, dangers, bad air, cave in. Better listen to us. Now, Colorado experiences various weather conditions throughout the year. How do the changes, climate impact your gold efforts and how you do what you do?
We say in Colorado, wait 10 minutes, it'll change. And that is the truth. I was up camping up by Granby, visiting a colleague's claim, and it was in the middle of July, near the end of July, and we went from windy, rainy, then it snowed overnight, froze, and then it warmed up to 75 degrees, all within 24 hours.
Sounds like Ohio at times.
But yeah, no, literally wait 10 minutes and it'll change. You'll get wind, rain, snow. No hurricanes. We don't have those here.
Right. Whoops.
But
just blizzards.
Just blizzards. Last good snowstorm we had was 2 years ago.
Heather, you need to change your name on your channel. You're a Dupati now. Are there any lesser known or hidden gem areas in Colorado that you'd recommend to fellow prospectors? And what makes these spots worthwhile?
Like in Kevin's book, you know, going up on the US 6 up there, Boulder Creek, you have to have My Land Matters, because a lot of like Boulder Creek's a really good one. Okay, but
Well, you
there's a
want to
lot.
make sure you're on lands
You're
you
not.
could prospect on, and that
Yep.
it isn't claimed, not patented,
Yep. Because
that
that's the
it's
main thing with Boulder Creek. When you get up on the hills, a lot of that's been taken because it has such good gold. So
yeah,
you want to make sure that you 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 do your due diligence and research. Make sure you're not on someone's claim. You know,
right.
that's important. You know, because
Because after all, it's our responsibility. It's your responsibility to do the homework, to
yep,
find out if the land, if it's open to mineral entry or not. Um, do you have the
well,
right
that's
to
you know.
prospect there? Um, now,
And there's limitations to it. Some areas is just strictly hands and pans, a shovel and a pan. You can't have a sluice drop a sluice box in the creek because it's protected,
right,
protected waters because it's gold medal waters. You know what I mean? Like up in Breckenridge area, you can't do any of it because that's gold medal waters. There's gold medal trout up there, so our native species of trout, they don't allow anyone for prospecting, metal detecting, any of that. You know, around the creek at all. You'd have to go on BLM land up the hill one way or the other, and even then, they're restricted there because they don't want it going to the watershed. So yeah, definitely if you guys ever come out or go anywhere prospecting, like Ed said, it's your responsibility. You dig a hole, fill your hole, you know, do diligence on research, make sure you can what equipment you can and can't use, make sure that, it's not just, oh, I'm gonna grab a shovel, a pan, I'm gonna go dig a hole and hopefully I find gold.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
you
You
know,
gotta do your prospecting and your due diligence. Hey, Adventures with Goat, how you doing, Jeff?
but yeah, you want to make sure that you know the laws and stuff because um as 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 prospectors, me and Ed, um we've heard stories, BLM coming in and literally writing a $2,000 ticket for using equipment that you thought was allowed there, but it really isn't because it's just over the line one side or the other. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
we've all heard those stories, um, using motorized equipment where it's not allowed, and you just need to make sure that, like Ed said, do your due diligence, get on land matters, get on all the Mindat and all that stuff. Make sure that you're not on private
county
property.
auditors will
Yep,
have records of all mining claims along with
yep,
BLM. In
yep,
that, your county auditor, you have to go there before you could even file with the BLM and
yep.
file
And
with
they'll
the
give,
county. So the county's like the number one place to look, really, and check
and
there.
then
Then,
and
like
when
you
you
said, the rules for the given area, state, region, and claims a big thing because not only is it a Class A felony to claim jump, at least it is in Washington. Class A felony.
every state's different. Yep,
Some
yep.
places it just may get you shot. So,
Alaska being one of them. It's still that law's out there in Alaska. They catch you on there, you might just get shot.
yeah, Arizona's that way too, Wild Wild West. Bang
Yep.
bang. And
So
I know on my
definitely.
claim I always packed heat. Always. And not so much for the bears and cougars, but it was people, oh, they're looking for gold. What can we do? You know?
Right. Or they're rich. They found a ton of gold, so they're
Oh,
going to come
yeah.
after you. Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of people with that mentality. They just get that Humphrey Bogart, Sarah Madre type thing where gold, they have to be rich and hiding it or something. Then they do something stupid, like hurt you severely. Not to make that discourage you from getting out there. Um, but I found in life, you might agree with me, Jason. Throughout my time prospecting, I have noticed gold does one of two things to people. It will bring out the worst in greed, the worst in a person, or the best in a person.
Yes. And I've seen it go both ways, and
Yes.
you know, it's hard to find. You'll know when gold gets involved and money gets involved, what kind of person they're going to be. They're either going to be extremely nice, or they're just going to be completely volatile and explode on you and just lose their mind. You know, I'm on the nice side. I feel treat others as you want to be treated. Make sure that, you know, if I can help in any way, I'll help you. I mean, that's the appropriate thing to do. I'll teach you everything that I know about gold prospecting. And like I said, I'm learning stuff every day, you know, and talk to the old timers that do it, because you know what? That's where I learned how to pan really, really well, was talking to an old timer. He's been doing it all his life. He said, you know, do it this way, and don't do this. Um, he does well. I mean, I can't say more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jack, one of our chapter members, he showed me how to gold pan, and I perfected it. Like I can clear a pan pretty quick. I'm not as fast as some of the old timers, but when they do the speed panning stuff and the panning competitions, I can keep up. I'm not anywhere near as fast as a couple of our chapter members, but man, to watch them pan it out and keep everything in the pan kind of freaks me out. You know, 10, 15 seconds, they clear a whole pan of material and all the gold's sitting at the bottom of that pan. I'm just like, you guys are good.
Takes years of practice, though, and I say learn how to pan well. If you like it or not, learn how to pan well.
It's a good skill to
Because
have.
it begins with the pan, it ends with the pan.
Yep.
Regardless, starts with the pan, it ends with the pan. No matter if you have a sluice, high banker, dredge, dry washer, you name it. It begins with the pan, it ends with the pan. Gotta do your sampling, gotta do your due diligence. Sample, sample, sample. Dig, 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 dredge, 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 dig, 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 dig. However you move your material.
I'm gonna send you a message real quick, Ed, and you can tell me yay or nay. But
You're gonna make me bring up another tab?
unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, I have Facebook up.
Okay.
So.
And you can tell me yes or no, but I'm willing to do that for the people that have stuck around the whole time. And I'll be responsible.
Oh, well, that's up to you. If you want to do that, that's
yeah,
up
I'll
to
absolutely do it. You know, you can bring it up, but hey, I'm good to go on it if you are. It's your show, so I don't mind giving one away.
Okay. Now,
and I'll be responsible for shipping.
let me see. How will we do it? I need to bring up a couple of things. So if you get the circle or a little glitching, it's might be on my end because I'm using more of my memory now. And
Nope, I know how that goes. You're doing good on my side
okay,
as far as
so
that. So
now I'm gonna get it so it starts populating.
Lodak, it's not rigged, dude.
He always says that. Now,
Well,
I'm gonna put in a keyword. It's not case sensitive, so you don't have to worry about that. But I think we're now, I'm gonna compile a list. Do we want a race or wheel of death?
what do you guys want to do? You guys want to wheel or race? It's up to you guys. We wouldn't have the show without you.
That's true. It's all your fault we're here. You all know that, don't you? It's all your fault. I've been doing this for 6 years, but I love it, and I love you guys and gals.
You know, like I said, Ed, you YouTube traders, you've got it together, man. It takes a lot to do that, you know, when you do videos and stuff, and you have to, after you do the video, you got to compile it all together because it's not just one long strip of video. It's different clips throughout the whole thing, and I learned a lot doing it. You know
I
what I
have
mean?
a hard time of creating a story out of it, like some do.
Yep.
Like we have our friend Jeff Williams, who's usually a good educational part. Dan Hurd, good educational. Pioneer Polly's is just he's just entertaining regardless.
He's Pioneer Polly, man.
With
awesome.
a bit of education and kind of a storyline to it, and then you have like our friend Andy and Anthrax Mining,
Yep.
He,
And then Mountain Baker mining up there too,
oh yeah,
they're all,
Jason.
Yep. Jason Mountain Baker mining too. Yep. All those guys, they're amazing guys, and they're willing to take their time to teach other people how to continue the prospector way, the prospector creed, doing it right, making sure that you're not harming the environment. Me as the prospector creed, I feel that when you go out, you're not harming the environment. You make it look better than what you found it. You fill your holes. Leave it better than what you found it. Like I said, leave no trace, and just have fun doing it and help other people. That's the main thing.
Well,
help other people that want to learn.
Do you want to show them the Colorado picker that's up for grabs?
Yep.
All right. Our guest today is going to put up this picker from Colorado to be given away to someone in the audience. All you have to do is put CO picker. Colorado picker. CO picker. Just like you see it in the chat room right now. And I will compile this because I see some votes for race. Because, a race is always more exciting than Nightbot picking one. So, so now you're giving it away. It isn't being given away by Flash in Your Pan Productions or flashinyourpan.com. Now,
Nope.
do you mind if I get into the race?
No, go for it.
You heard him, everybody. And how often do I get into a race?
Not very often, because you're the one running the show. So I figured, everyone should be equal, and I can't win it because I have plenty of gold, and I'll get more.
Right. Well, I appreciate this offer, Jason.
Ed, you know what gold is? Gold's an insurance policy. If you run out of cash, you got that to fall on.
Well, true.
That's what I use it for. That's why I save it, because we go on a big trip every year with the family. So, like, I didn't use it this time because I had enough money till the very end.
No hashtag needed, T-Rep. Just like you see it typed right there.
But yeah, no, I use it as an insurance policy,
T-Rep.
or like in this instance, right now, I've got my wife's. We've been married for 10 years. We're going this weekend up to a place. I'm gonna go turn all this in for a little extra cash. She doesn't know that, but that's what I'm gonna do.
I just typed it in the way it is. You're right. You're good. Oh, just like that, Jeff. See what I just put in the room? COPICKER.
I'm gonna take a picture of it so you guys can see it a little better. I see some people saying they can't see anything, so.
Oh, they're they need to open their eyes. I put it in the chat a few times. Ohio History Hunter. Oh, Ohio Relic Hunter. Sorry. Gold Pro Unlimited. Right now, Flash in Your Pan, T-Rep, Ohio Relic Hunter, Gold Pro Unlimited.
That's what we're giving away, guys.
Heather DePotty. So I'll just put Heather in there. Then Mona. Mr. Lodak, get in on it. Mona. Robert DePotty. There might be another Robert in there. Now, we do have Canadians and Australians in here too. Do you want to open it up to them also, or no?
I can't ship internationally because the laws for that are so difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of times gold and I had to stop because, Jim, have you got your package yet from me, your envelope? It had a coin in it, so sorry, Terry. Terry, and Terry. Sorry. So unfortunately, this is for the United States of America. Swifty, are you in it? Put a gold in it for me. Mr. Lodak. And I'll
So,
let you
Ed,
know, Terry, when I get new stickers. I have to order some more because I can't find the ones I had. David Villa. Hey, Cass, how are you doing? Didn't see you. David Villa. Sorry, Brad Welsh. Swifty, Swiftwater. All you have to do is put in co-pickers. C-O. What the?
so hey Ed,
Beep. Yeah.
what's your plans for next summer? Or you're
Okay,
not looking
Brad.
that far yet?
I want to go to California in July for Blue Leads North Yuba hunt. Besides that, I don't know.
Gotcha.
You know,
Believe it or not, I've never seen an ocean. Closest thing to an ocean is Lake Michigan or Lake Superior Lake, or the Great Lakes. That's the closest thing to the ocean I've ever seen. So I got family that lives up in Michigan. Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm just trying to enter names.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're busy.
Trying to enter names into the race.
Ed's working hard to get you guys the gold.
Trying to, and you're in there, Swifty. I put you in. Well, it's not case sensitive, Swifty, but you do have to be two syllables, one word, but it's okay. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. I got you. I'm trying to look at everybody on the list, checking it twice, checking it 3 times. If you're not in it, just type in three syllables. Colorado. Oh, you're right. Co-picker. C-O-P-I-C-K. Okay, right now on the list is yours truly, T-Rep, Ohio Relic Hunter, Gold Pro Unlimited, Heather, Mona, Robert DePatti, Mr. Lodak, David Villa, Swiftwater Tony, Brad Welsh, Pay It Forward to Bacchus, Lobster, hey. Cash, just trying to get you some gold to start. Cass, where are you from, Cass? I think I'll put Cass in there anyway. Where? Cass got it. If you're in the lower 48, you're good. Cass, you're in there, Cass. Alright, let me share my screen. Now there is a latency, remember everybody, so Bear with us. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I didn't know this was happening until it happened, friends. So, you know. Alright, here's the names again that I have. You know, that guy. T-Rep, Ohio River History, Bill Mars, Jeff, Gold, Pro Unlimited, Heather Dupati, Mona, Robert Dupati, Mr. Lodak, Diva Via, Swiftwater Tony, Brad Welsh, Forward to Bacchus and Cass. Did I miss anyone? AU Diver, how you doing, Craig? Good evening, Michigan. Okay, that's good. Did I win? No, you'll win. No, if you win. You'll know if you win. Yahoo, send it. We Ozzy should be the wild cards to spice it up a bit. Thanks. There you go. There you go. Terry Curry's also gonna forward it to Cass. So we have a couple of pay it forwards. And that's cool of you, Terry, because I know you pay it forward to me a lot. I appreciate it. My phone is way behind. That happens, Robert. I'll give mine to the Flash. You're the man, David. You're the man. Alright, so right now I got me, T-Rep, Ohio River History, GoPro Unlimited, Heather, Mona, Robert Dupati, Mr. Lodak, David Via, Swiftwater Tony, Brad Welsh, care of Bacchus, Cass, Terry, care of Cass. Well, I don't need to put that PF for pay forward. I'll just do that. No, give him no sass, Cass. No sass, Cass. Dude, that goes without saying. It's a standard part of the smoker setup procedure. Okay. Yes, that Terry Curry is to forward to Cass. Right. Sorry, Bill. I do that all the time, don't I? Ohio Relic Hunter. I know, and I even know you. Is your name in there? Yes, it is.
Yep. Ed's on the list.
And Terry Marshall is paying it forward to me if he wins. Thanks, Terry. That's my ex-wife's maiden name, Terry. You know, I always do that, Bill. You know that. Ohio Relic Hunter. Okay, we have zombies. I'm gonna go 2-2-2-2. Just because it's easy. Not too short, not too fast. Okay, I think I have everybody right. If you don't see your name, let me know. T-Rep Ohio Relic Hunter, GoPro Unlimited, Heather, Mona, Robert, Mr. Lodak, David Villa, Swiftwater, Brad Welsh, care of Bacchus, Cass, Terry Curry, care of Cass, Terry Marshall, care of Ed, Flash. So, I think we're in there. Time set. I'm going to turn off music because one time I did music and they demonetized it for copyright stuff. Copyright. So I'm going to go a little more than 3 times. Give me a countdown. Hey, you, do you want in it? Wait.
No. Nope.
No. AU Diver. AU Diver 79. I didn't. I want to make sure he didn't type in the word, so he ain't saying nothing. So Bill goes 3, 2, 1. Go! All right, the zombies are off and running with T-Rep in the lead off the gate. We have Brad Welsh for Bacchus in second with GoPro Unlimited, or is that Flash in third? Might be Flash in third. Swiftwater Tony's creeping up and now in third place. David Villa's coming up on Swifty with Bacchus on Swifty's heels too. Brad Welsh for Bacchus is pulling in the back with T-Rep. And Swiftwater Tony is in the lead by a tongue, with Mona creeping in between Swifty and Bacchus. Mona takes the lead, with Bacchus holding second, with 1 minute and 18 seconds on the clock. GoPro Unlimited is holding his own back there, and Heather's coming up through the back, along with Terry Curry for Cass. Looks like Cass is slowing down, though. Mona's slowing down. Bacchus is pulling in the lead. Bacchus has a nice lead with 47 seconds left on the clock. We have second place with Ohio Relic Hunter, Swiftwater Tony. Mr. Lodak took over third place, coming up on second place. Going past Ohio Relic Hunter for second. Oh, looks like Mr. Lodak might be in first now. We're coming down to the wire. Ohio Relic Hunters making a sprint for the line with 8 seconds left in the game. But who's this? T-Rep coming from the outside. It's Cass. Who is it? Is it Cass? It's Terry Curry for Cass. Ta-da! Terry Curry for Cass in first. Ohio Relic Hunter second, and Gold Pro Unlimited close, guys, close. But Cass came really close right there. And just for shits and giggles, and Terry Marshall for Flash in last place.
So whoever whoever won that, message me on Facebook with your address, and I'll get it shipped out within the week.
Well, a lot of them might not know how to get a hold of you, so
Okay.
let me put my email up,
That'll work, and then you can send it to me.
and I could forward it to Jason Terry Curry. I might have yours address, but just do me a favor. Email it to, or Cass. Duh! Terry Curry's forecast, right? Terry Curry forecast. Yes, Cass. Please do me a favor. Email me at flashinyourpan@gmail.com, and I will forward that information to Jason AU Colorado, and then he'll get it sent off to you.
Those are Daddy's dowsing rods.
Congratulations, Terry and Cass. I appreciate the Aussies and the Canadians paying it forward if they won. That's awesome of all of you. I'm truly sorry. Our customs and mail postal service absolutely beep 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 beep. You know what? Beep. So.
Well, Ed, it's that time. It's the kids' bedtime, and
Okay.
it's time for me to boogie on. But thank you guys for showing up, watching the show, first show of the fall, and I hope to be able to catch more shows with you guys. So.
Well, I know you're here when you can, and you've been a part of the fam for a very long time, Jason, and I greatly appreciate it, buddy. And one day we'll meet on the river.
Yes.
One day we'll meet on the river. I will absolutely email you. I'll get the email if it works. It should work. It should get posted in the room also. There it is for you. Thank you, Nightbot. Cass, and as soon as I get it, I'll send it to Jason. Jason, thank you again for joining us tonight. Take care of your family, and I hope you always have a flash in your pan, my friend.
You too, sir. You have a great night. Thanks for having me.
Thanks again for the giveaway. I appreciate it, and so do they.
Yep. You guys have a great night, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right. Thanks again, brother. And on that note, take care, y'all. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, AU Diver. Greg. All of you, thank you all very much for joining us here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live, and I hope to see you all next week when we have Brian Wilders of Bering Sea Gold and American Gold Prospectors channel here on YouTube. Great friend, great guy, great friend. He'll have some gold porn for you. I can about guarantee it. I'll swear on it. Yeah, he will. He will. He will. And I thank you all for being here. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan. And you know what I like to say, because it does happen. Maybe one day too, I'll meet you on the river. So until then, may you, I almost said that twice. So until then, you know what? I'm out of here.